I am Ashley, the founder of Elemental Growth, here to walk you through an introduction to a healthier you. I'm going to put this all in a YouTube series for you. They're really just collections of blogs that I've done over my time when I was actually in nutrition school, things that I have, I guess, already previously put out in other forms and ways, and I'm just compiling it to make this series for you, since I know that video is the way that is easier for you to get in this information, and it's something that you've been asking for, something that some of my friends have actually been asking for many years, and now that I've been working with some people to get more comfortable on camera, I'm finally able to do these things. So here we go. There is so much misinformation and confusion around what we should be eating, from diets and labels to the big organic debate. But today's post will give you all the tools, tips, and hacks you need to optimize your health, food intake, and all of these great things in a simple and implementive way. Most people today still eat out for most of their meals, and the percentage of people who grocery shop still spend a large portion of their income on dead convenience foods. The best way to know if you're eating the best food for you is to experiment for yourself and observe how you feel when you eat different foods. Food allergies can flare up upwards to 3 days after eating a food. And let me just add too that a lot of foods that cause food allergies can actually last in your system for up to 6 months. So if you notice that one is giving you a hard time, staying away from it for 6 months, it could really optimize yourself, and then you'll know 100% if that's what's causing you an ailment, because what's one person's food and medicine is another person's poison and toxins. So it's really important to just find out for yourself what it is that you need, because that's really is unique to you. You are a snowflake, as corny as that sounds, you know. So where was I here? Some people find a food journal a useful tool. You can simply track everything you eat, plus the time, location, try to be mindful of your feelings, and track this for 30 days, regardless if you mess up. So in other words, if you mess up, just keep going. Try again the next day, try again the next meal. If you can't remember, it's fine. You know, it's all just a part of the journey. Show some forgiveness, but also show some persistence, because it is worth it. Knowing yourself is going to be the best tool that you have to create any sustainable changes in your life. And tracking what you're doing is a great way to know yourself, know where you've been, where you're going. I know it's hard when we're right brain people. I know I am. It was hard for me to get into that. But once I started tapping into both sides, I really did find the balance that I needed in my life. So let's keep going here. Most food products are cleverly marketed as gluten-free, sugar-free, reduced salt, and we're burdened by labels, advertisements, and sales signs. It can be downright confusing when it comes to what to buy or not to buy, and how to be as eco-thrifty as possible. We collectively already know that we deserve better quality and we should be treating this planet better. But so many of us fall short because of food purchases and how they fit better into your budget instead of how that item may affect you and your quality of life. So in nutrition school, we were always taught that, you know, the best health insurance is your diet. And if you're putting your money into there, then it doesn't matter, the health insurance. And there is an awesome, like, there's actually more than an article. I'm pretty sure they did an entire magazine. I'm talking about National Geographic. I'm pretty sure is who did it. And it's called The Blue Zones. And that really just shows the healthiest people on the planet, where they're living and what their lifestyle is like. And what's so amazing about this is that their quality of life is so great. They have a perfect balance between their primary and secondary foods. But also on top of that, they're living very long lives with an optimized body. So they still enjoy life and still able to get around. And most of them, when they're passing passing on into another life, or just freeing their energy to go where it needs to go. When they get to that point of their life, it's usually during their sleep or even sex. So I mean, if that's a way to go, then that sounds way better than screaming or an overdose or whatever, you know. Or just like regular inflammation that's just eating away at you forever and ever and ever, which is happening to so many people with inflammation is the epidemic right now, between obesity and Alzheimer's and arthritis and all these crazy things that are taking away quality of life. When you take your power back with your food decisions and with the way that you are going to present yourself in this world, and the way the values and belief systems, and you align with that, you know, that's where the real magic happens. I went on a tangent, lost my place again. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to find what works for you as an individual, optimize your shopping habits, eat an abundance of high vibe foods, and even save you money. Cost is a major influence when it comes to purchasing decisions. Many people think that it's expensive to eat healthy. Organic can also be seen as another way of differentiating the classes. You know, an educated, well-off couple is more likely to be eating whole foods than a single mom and or a low-income family. So looking at this matter from Team People, synthetic pesticides, bioengineered genes, and the growth hormones, like all these kind of things really should be labeled on our food. All these cancer-causing pesticides should be removed from our agriculture, and everyone working towards permaculture and other sustainable farming models should be subsidized. Unfortunately, as passionate as I am about that, you know, that is not the way that it is right now. But here's the thing, you can still enjoy an abundance of high quality foods that nature offers, and by doing that, you are like sticking it to the man. Essentially, that's what you're doing. When you're doing any of this stuff, when you're cutting out the sugar, the bad sugars that you know are causing you inflammation in your body, you're taking your power back and sticking it to the man. When you quit smoking cigarettes, you're taking your power back and sticking it to the man. When you quit drinking alcohol, you know, you're sticking it to the man. This being said, though, like, let me just add, there is, I don't even live in the gray area. I live in the rainbow, you guys. So there's no black, white, or gray with me. But I am a Libra, and I like to see both sides of the story. So, you know, there are healthy sugars. If you're getting sugar from vegetables, and vegetables, usually the root vegetables are pretty high in sugar. Also from fruits, there's fiber in there, and that helps you digest it. It helps your insulin levels even balance sometimes. So that is a good sugar. When it comes to cigarettes, the reason why it's so big now is because tobacco itself is actually a medicine. We do need it. We do have receptors in us for it. And I'm a Anishinaabe, which means that we actually do use it in our medicine. I don't use it daily in my practice, but many people do. And so, yeah, there is benefits, but you have to be doing it the right way. You need to be growing it. And here's the scary thing, actually, talking about tobacco. I know it's a soft subject, but we can't legally grow it here in Canada. It does make me really nervous. I hate to throw these ideas out there, but that they're going that way with cannabis now too, that they're going to take away our right to grow it and make it bad for us and addicting for us, how they did with marijuana, or how they did with the tobacco. But I just want to say that so that you guys have an awareness and maybe don't feed into that, and can instead come back and take more control over your life. And I'm going to say the same thing about alcohol too. You know, if you're going to make a dandelion, a wine, or nettle beer, or something like that, great, all the power to you. Even apple cider, I was making that before I fully quit alcohol, actually, on my 25th birthday. Made a bunch of that with one of my friends, and that was probably within the same 6 months that I made the decision to quit drinking, maybe. I'm not 100% on the dates, but it's in there somewhere. So, you know, it all starts with taking your power back, and then you can do these other steps. And it's really important to start seeing it that way. And I'm hopefully can inspire you to take some of that power back. Okay, looking at this matter, we talked about that. Okay, adopting a more open mind when it comes to shopping can lead to new recipes, innovative ideas, and healthier habits. Just as planning meals ahead will help you focus on your food needs and avoid wasting food, which is also better for your wallet. Through visualization, though visualization is a useful tool that I do encourage you to practice, it takes action alongside thought of healthy, nutrient-dense foods to be and feel your optimum best. Over time, I will help familiarize you with ingredients and what they mean. You'll be able to make the decisions on whether it's best option for you and your family. Find out where your food came from and how it's made. It will also open your eyes. This is just an introductory post, and as we progress through this journey together, you will get really good at what's good for you. So stay tuned in for more good stuff. You know, I'm inspired to help you by making this a really interactive page too. So if there's something you want to share, comments, questions, anything, simply leave it below, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. I'm usually good for that. I love you guys. It's all happening.